Ever thought you could manipulate reality? Well, you're about to discover that you can with psychology. Psychology is more than just a field of study. It's a tool, a powerful one, that can be wielded to influence not just our own thoughts and behaviors, but those of others as well. Today we're going to take a deep dive into 10 dark psychological tricks. Now don't let the term dark mislead you. These tricks are not meant for malicious intent. They are backed by research and should be used responsibly. They can help you understand human behavior better, navigate social situations more effectively, and yes, even sway opinions subtly. Remember, with great power comes great responsibility. So as we unravel these psychological mysteries, let's pledge to use them wisely, ethically, and constructively. Ready to dive into the mysterious depths of the human mind? Buckle up. The Benjamin Franklin effect, ever heard of it? This fascinating psychological trick suggests that when you do someone a favor, you're more likely to do them another one. Seems counterintuitive, right? But it's backed by research. The idea is that your brain reconciles the dissonance between your actions and feelings by convincing itself that you must like this person because you've helped them. And voila, you're more inclined to help them again. So, want someone to like you more? Ask them for a favor. Ready for your next trick? It's called the foot in the door technique. A clever little psychological maneuver that involves first getting someone to agree to a small, easy request. Once they're on board, you hit them with a larger request. Studies have shown that people are more likely to comply with the big ask after agreeing to the smaller one. It's all about building that initial rapport. Small commitment, big results. That's the power of the foot in the door technique. Opposite of the foot in the door is the door in the face technique. This cunning trick begins with a large, unreasonable request that's bound to be turned down. Once that's out of the way, follow up with a smaller, more reasonable request. The contrast makes the second request seem almost like a favor. Studies show that this technique increases the likelihood of compliance. It's a surprising dance of negotiation, revealing how our brains can be subtly influenced. Sometimes a no can lead to an easier yes. What's in a name? More than you might think. Each time we use a person's name, we're subtly acknowledging their identity, making them feel valued and respected. Studies show that people respond positively when their names are used in conversation, fostering a sense of connection and trust. This is a powerful psychological trick, effective in both personal and professional interactions. So whether you're networking or building friendships, remember to use names. Remember, a person's name is the sweetest sound to them. Ever feel overwhelmed by too many choices? That's the paradox of choice. This psychological concept suggests that the more options we have, the less satisfied we feel with our final decision. It's like standing in an aisle full of toothpaste varieties and feeling stressed instead of empowered. Research backs this up, showing that limiting choices can actually lead to increased satisfaction and less regret. Why? Because it reduces the risk of making the wrong choice. Less is more, and in this case, less is definitely more satisfying. Ever wondered why people don't help when in a crowd? Welcome to the bystander effect. This intriguing psychological phenomenon explains why individuals often hesitate to intervene in emergency situations when others are present. Studies have shown that the more onlookers there are, the less likely any one of them is to step forward. It's a strange quirk of our social behavior, isn't it? Remember, when you're in need of help, single someone out. It might just save your life. We all have biases, but have you heard of the anchoring bias? Anchoring bias is the tendency to rely heavily on the first piece of information we encounter, often using it as a reference point for subsequent judgments. It's fascinating how our minds latch onto initial data, which then shapes our perceptions and decisions. According to research in cognitive psychology, this bias affects our everyday decision-making, from shopping choices to complex negotiations. So remember, first impressions matter, especially when it comes to information. Everything is relative, especially with the contrast principle. This psychological trick suggests that our perception of something is significantly influenced by what it is contrasted against. Just like a diamond shines brighter on a black velvet cloth, your abilities can seem more impressive when contrasted with lesser skills. Studies have consistently shown the effectiveness of this principle. So whether it's a job interview or a social gathering, remember this trick and use it to your advantage. Next time you want to impress, remember the power of contrast. Ever want something more because it's rare or limited? That's the scarcity principle. An intriguing aspect of human behavior, this principle suggests that perceived scarcity generates demand. It's a psychological trick marketers often use, making products seem exclusive or limited in availability, thereby increasing their desirability. Research from the Journal of Consumer Research supports this, showing people value items more when they're scarce. The allure of the elusive keeps us hooked, doesn't it? Scarcity, the secret ingredient of desire. Last but not least, the reciprocity norm. This intriguing psychological trick is rooted in our innate desire to return a favor when we receive one. It's a social standard that's hardwired into us, making us feel obligated to reciprocate. And it's not just a theory. Multiple studies have validated the immense power of this trick. For instance, researchers have found that even small gestures can trigger a strong desire to give back. So remember, give a little, get a lot. That's the power of reciprocity. So, there you have it. 10 dark psychological tricks that actually work, from the Benjamin Franklin effect that leverages the power of cognitive dissonance to the reciprocity norm, emphasizing our inherent need to return favors. Each of these tricks unveils the surprising yet fascinating inner workings of our minds. Remember, the foot in the door and door in the face techniques, the power of names, the paradox of choice, and the bystander effect. Don't forget the anchoring bias, the contrast principle, and the scarcity principle. These are powerful tools, and with great power comes great responsibility. It's important to use these tricks ethically, for understanding and better communication, not manipulation. These psychological tricks are not just theories, but practical tools to navigate the complex labyrinth of human interactions. They can help us communicate more effectively, understand others better, and even improve our decision-making skills. Enjoyed this psychological journey? Hit the like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to subscribe for more intriguing insights into the human mind. Thanks for watching.